Hello again from Flatwater Farms. Andrew here. Getting a little bit of a late start. Just started filming right now and just took lunch. So a little bit of late start filming, but we've been doing a lot. Recent days we've got on all our tomatoes, big tomatoes, our cherry tomatoes just blocked up into these 4-inch blocks. And then this morning we just got our hot peppers done. Like poblano, some black magic, some jalapeno, some jalafuego. Nassau is new this year for us. It's supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to be sweet with a little bit of spice at the end. So we got 5 trays left, 6 trays left. I'm just gonna block up some eggplant real quick before we go out to the fields. We are transplanting like this, kind of 2 ways. One way doesn't use as much plastic, we just use more soil. And another way, it basically allows the roots more area to grow before we transplant them out, while also keeping them to their own zone. So they can't get real tap rooted and boiled up and won't have anywhere to go. They'll just die off as soon as they hit air. But then this whole block will just be a big old root, basically, or lots of roots going out. So it helps us in the long run. Plus, they're really easy to transplant and just pop them in. So with the 5 sheets of 8 transplanted, what's next on the list? So we got to go string hops. So we use this big contraption trailer. It's a container on wheels. But the interesting thing is this. Basically, the front and the top are cut off with an eagle's nest up there. So this trailer comes in handy in 2 ways. For stringing, you got 2 people up there doing a quick knot as the tractor pulls them down the row. And then for harvest, we got again 2 people up there cutting down the hops, and we got a couple people in the trailer stacking the hops on each other. Hop binds. And no, not vines. I said binds with a B. Vines are grapes and other climbing things. Hops are special. Hops are called binds. The more you know. So because it is low wind today, we're gonna go out, tie some hop coir up, and then when you tie them, you gotta put them in the ground too. So we got Danny out there weed whacking with hops. It's good practice to cut away the first growth, because usually with the first growth means disease. So you cut it down to about 2-3 inches type of thing, and then we come through and tie and poke in. So it's kind of a slow process. With 5 acres, we have 21 rows. We're gonna string 19 of them, and because we took out 2 rows just because they weren't performing like we wanted them to, so we're gonna try a different variety or something. I think Danny's almost done. I'm gonna go get the coir, the rope we use, basically biodegradable rope. Load it up in the trailer, and then we'll get going down the Hopyard. So we got Wispy and Danny up there getting the coir set. Basically, it's gonna look like these, tied to the top, hooked in at the bottom by the hops. We gotta drive the entire Hopyard in sessions, get them all tied. So I'll be driving, going pretty slow. And they're just gonna be tying their hearts out. And then Mark will be poking into the ground. We got like basically these W staples, and they just get poked. And then let's try and find a hop. Here's a hop. These will get trained clockwise, and then grow all the way up. And then in August we'll come and harvest. That was weird. So we got the boys up there. Danny on the right, Crispy on the left. We're doing a really simple knot that is over, under, over, and through, and then you just give it a yank, and then that's it. That's all we need. So Wispy's doing it one-handed. Danny is making it there, but he's doing his best effort. And I'm just trying to go in a straight line, which I am awful at for some reason. That and going the same speed. What you can't see is Mark behind the trailer poking in. So it's gonna all look like this. And in a few short days, this entire hop yard will have these strings on it into the ground. And then in a few short weeks, we'll come back and we'll start to train these hops up. And every single hop has to be individually touched by a pair of human hands and get trained up and up and up. We only ever do it once, thank God, hopefully, thank God. And then they'll start to grow, and they can grow upwards of 6 inches a day in the height in like July, height of the season. And then they'll just get a beautiful green to it. So the hop yard didn't used to look like this, with it being bare in the middle. Up until about maybe 5 months ago, it was all grass. Last year we probably had a forest in our hop field, hop yard. This year we've really taken time to till. First we plowed in December of last year, and then we've been tilling, and then we just got a new machine. It's a blueberry cultivator technically. We're just not using it for that. We're using it for the hop yard. But basically make these lanes that we don't drive on. The trailer really doesn't drive on too much, but it's where the hops will live, and then we can do cover crop eventually right there, and maybe in the path as well. But what we want to try and fight against is weeds, because weeds will take up more water. We want to fight against trees coming in. We really just want it to be the hop. That would probably be end goal, make our lives a lot easier for spotting disease, for watering, for harvesting, even for tying and poking like we're doing right now. So hopefully, coming months we get some kind of cover crop planted in these rows. And yeah, we'll go from there. So now that tying the tops are all done, we did this entire row. Now what we gotta come and do is poke them in the ground. So we have these W clips or M clips, however you look at it. The W clip goes into this. Just a handheld poking device. We just call it a poker. And basically, I'm gonna get a good angle. The W goes into an M, and then it just gets held in there with like the tension. And you find yourself a quar. And then what I'm doing is I'm looking for where's the nearest hop plant, because that's what's gonna grow up at. So here, remnants of a hop. So I'm gonna get it close, my shoe, and just push it in. And now it's tensioned enough that it can withstand like a 20-pound, 25-pound hop plant just growing up it. And each quar lead, each quar rope will have like, 3 to 4 of these bines growing up it. So it could be, anywhere 75, 100 pounds maybe, depending on how good our crop is. Well, that's it for Flatwater Farms. Did, hop string today. In the later weeks, later days, we should be getting this entire yard strung and poked, and then training will be next. If you want to follow along Flatwater Farms, we got Facebook, we got Instagram, subscribe, like this video. All the normal things. If you subscribe though, you can just witness greatness as we witness it ourselves. All right, have a good one.